Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Adli. I'm from Telkom University, Bandung, Indonesia. In this section, I will presentation about our paper, the relationship between the E-Readiness and maturity level of ICT in the DISKOMINFO of Majalengka district. The member of Telkom University Bandung is Mr. Hanung Dito Prasetyo, Mr. Ahmad Adli, and Mr. Wawawi Kusna. And from University of PGRI Yogyakarta, Ms. Vera Arikri Dalestari. Our outline in this presentation is: first, introduction, explain about background, literature, motivation, problem statement, and challenge. The second is methodology, explain about detail of proposed work, theory, simulation, and experiment. The third is result, explain about comparison, analysis, and recommendation. And the fourth of the last is conclusion, explain the conclusion of this research. Okay, for the first is introduction. The local government is committed to developing information technology as a service to the community. Since 2019, the central government of the Republic of Indonesia has launched the implementation of Indonesia e-government, or the electronic-based governance system (SBGE). So, the Majalengka district have difficulties to take a measurement of the ICT in Majalengka district, and in this paper, the measurement process is proposed through two stages, namely, stage 1, conducting an E-Readiness survey and assessment of the maturity level of ICT based on COVID-5, and stage 2, looking for the correlation between the data from the E-Readiness survey and ICT maturity level data. Related works, we have searched many references and only find one paper discuss about the E-Readiness and maturity level of ICT. However, this paper only discuss the mapping between E-Readiness and maturity level. Thus, this paper has a contribution in analyzing the relationship between E-Readiness and maturity level with a quantitative approach. The second is methodology. Okay, our research method in this paper, for the first A, identification of survey and measurement needs. COVID-5 is used as a framework in determining survey need and maturity level based on the result of FGDs during the problem identification. COVID-5 has 7 process variables or enablers. B. Preparation of survey and questionnaire tools. As at this stage, survey tools and questionnaire based on COVID-5 were developed as a data collection tools. C. Data collection. Data collection used as a survey, questionnaire, and ICT maturity level with IT service provider and user as a respondent. D. Survey and questionnaire data processing. The measurement process is carried out through the calculation of the E-Readiness value and assessment of the ICT maturity level. E. Measurement step 1. The first step is to measure E-Readiness as a measure of ICT infrastructure and ICT maturity level by adopting the capability maturity model or CMM approach, so that is to consider valid to be used as an assessment instrument. Measurement by using a questionnaire with a COVID-5 framework. F. Measurement step 2. This stage calculates the correlation value between the result of the E-Readiness survey and the maturity level assessment. The study used person correlation formula or product moment correlation shown in Formula 1. You can see in this picture. The third is result. A. Survey result. The survey was conducted on employees within the internal DISKOMINFO and employees in other agencies who are public native in ICT management. The number of respondents in this study is shown in table. Number, division category, total, percentage, and sample. For the first is agency, service, and secretariat. The total of agencies or division is 31 and the point is 53%. For the sample is 20 people. And the second is sub-district or community is 27 division. For the result is 47% and has 18 sample. So the respondent fill out the E-Readiness instrument and ICT maturity level instrument, which were guided by the researchers because there were many survey components that had to be filled out. B. Measurement step 1. The first step is to measure ICT readiness and maturity level based on the COVID-5 function. The dimension is number 1 till number 7, Principal Policies and Framework or PPF. The maturity level is 3.20. The process dimension or BP, the maturity level is 2.80. 3. Organizational structure or OS, the maturity level is 2.83. The culture, ethnic and behavior or CEB, the maturity level is 2.86. Information or EF, the maturity level is 2.89. Service infrastructure and application or SIA, the maturity level is 2.63. People, skills and competencies PSC, the maturity level is 2.83. So from all of the maturity level, we have average is 2.86. C. Measurement step 2. At this step, measurements are carried out by looking for the person correlation value between the E-Readiness value and ICT maturity level, taken from the same subject as has been carried out in step 1 measurement. In this graph, you can see that PPF, BP, OS, CEB, EF, CAN, PSG has this point, and we get this point from using SPSS application. The person correlation value is 0.92, meaning that in the context of the same dimension, it has a strong positive correlation value. So, the conclusion from this research is, based on the discussion, it can be concluded that based on the result of the E-Readiness survey, the readiness level has only reached 45%, while the ICT maturity level show that the maturity level is 2.86 or is at the managed level. Meanwhile, based on the person correlation, a correlation value of 0.92 is obtained, which means that the E-Readiness and maturity level data have a strong positive correlation. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you. If you have any question, you can ask in our email. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.